Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's get out to Dallas as we say hello for the first time to our brand new commentary team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you for the introduction as we welcome all of you inside AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And partner, for the second straight year, we've got this showdown between these two teams in Week 1.
How about that? A divisional battle, Week 1, the exact same site. And for the Dallas Cowboys, what a dismal year for them last season. They think they have the pieces in place, though, to climb back up in the NFC East. And for the New York Giants, is leading the team.
It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. They'll come out in the pistol. This is the first NFL carry for the Indiana Hoosier, Jordan Howard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
This one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Corey Graham has everything you're looking for in a safety. The ability to come up and tackle as well as play the deep zones.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So here now the old wily veteran, 13th year in the league, Donnie Jones, to punt it away. They'll need to get the play off quickly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a man who's been a Pro Bowler in 3 of his first 4 NFL seasons. From Wisconsin, it's Russell Wilson.
Coming out of college, he graded out A+ in every category you want in a quarterback except height. And that's what moved him to a 3rd-round pick. And we all found out later that was a mistake. He should have been a 1st-round guy. Now, in 2015, he showed his ability to actually lead a team to victories by being able to throw the football, not just rely on the running game.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On 2nd down, Layson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On third down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This is fielded at the 27. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Manti Te'o in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. And now the defense for Dallas.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
One back is Lacey. He'll get the football here, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Green alone out to the right. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Surveying the field. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. So if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And get
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Junior Galette back from an Achilles injury last year in to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On first down, they run with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Nice play, baby. Nice play.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy.
4 down. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
To throw now on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Eifert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. J.J. Nelson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. Throwing is Wilson, and Green with a catch left side. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for Giants 1st. Here's Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Finding time. Completes it right side to Cooper. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his target, Royal. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Wilson will throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Third down and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. The Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Giants, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Cowboys now later on the drive. Quick pass, and Eifert gets the catch. And that goes as a 15-yard touchdown. Cowboys up by a touchdown. Giants take over late in the second. Royals got the catch over the middle, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Giants would later kick the field goal. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On the ground, this is Lacey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a dump off to White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Howard. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Eddie Lacy coming back onto the field now. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 6 yards away. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Caught Eifert over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because it's almost...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins, in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
And he's got Fitzgerald. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
You got 4. You got 4. Here we go. Check. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And now it's 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw, and that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right? But in fact, the team...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Tight right. Four down. Check.
Again, it's Lacey. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Four down.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Four down. Check. Four down.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Take the knee, and it means a great start to their 2016 campaign, a win here in Week 1. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, they begin the Ben McAdoo era with a victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Ben McAdoo 1-0 as head coach of the Giants as we say so long from Big D.